Boom, start the recording, and we will go back to where we left off last week. Last week we were talking about the LEED green building rating system. Again, LEED is leadership and energy and environmental design, right? LEED doesn't have an S after it, it's singular. It's not for those older people like me who remember the Who album Live at Leeds, right? It's not the city in the British Midlands that the Who sang about, right? It's leadership and energy environmental design. That's probably a joke that falls flat with folks your age, so sorry about that.
God, or even British.
Yes, I don't really talk British. I can't talk British, but yes. Again, if you're interested in classic rock and roll, go dig that album up because it rocks like crazy. So, anyways, again, we're going to continue with what we started last week, right? What we're working on this semester is to prepare you to sit for the LEED GA or Green Associates exam. So again, I'm going to try my best to present you the specifics of the LEED rating system, as well as give you more general sustainability knowledge. So I'm trying to do both those things at the same time here. So again, buildings are certified and professionals are accredited, right? We're doing two different things here. We're talking about credentials or accreditation for professionals. So the LEED system has 3 levels of accreditation. The first is the LEED Green Associate or LEED GA. That's what we are working on with you folks this semester. The next level is the LEED AP or Accredited Professional with Specialty. So like on my business card, I put LEED AP after my name, right? I'm a PE, a professional engineer, and I'm also a LEED AP, right? I took the exam years and years ago before they started doing it with specialty. So nowadays, if you see someone who is a LEED AP, their business card or their email signature will typically say LEED AP B, D, and C, right? We'll see what that means in a minute. And then the top level, like it is in many professions, is a fellow, right? A person with a distinguished member of the profession, just like there are AIA fellows and architectural fellows, right? So 3 levels of accreditation: LEED GA, LEED AP, and LEED fellow. So again, what we are working on here is LEED Green Associate. I'm trying to give you a basic understanding of green building systems and technologies. I'm trying to help you understand kind of the key components of the LEED rating systems. This is really your first step along the credential path, the accreditation path, your first step to becoming a LEED accredited professional, if that's something that you're ultimately interested in doing. To get there, we have to gain some knowledge and ultimately sit for a 2-hour exam with 100 multiple choice questions. So that's where we are heading. The next step in the accreditation path is a LEED AP with specialty. So we will see that there are 5 different specialties that you can become accredited with, and we'll see how those match up with the different LEED rating systems. So we have a LEED AP for BD and C, or building design and construction, right? So this is talking about new construction or major renovation. Core and shell, we talked about what core and shell meant last week. Schools, retail, hospitality. Hospitality means hotels, data centers, warehouses, healthcare, right? All the various building types bettered by the LEED rating system. So new construction, major renovation, core and shell would be LEED, AP, B, D, and C, or building design and construction. We talked last week about LEED concerns itself with the entire life cycle of the building. You know, life cycle is design, construction, maintenance, and repurposing at the end of the building's useful life. So a LEED, AP, O&M, or operations and maintenance, would be the professionals who are concerned with operation and maintenance of existing commercial facilities, schools, again, retail facilities, healthcare, hospitality, data centers, again, all different building types, concerned with implementing sustainable practices and improving performance. Again, part of in the world of green building, you know, just picking up the trash and sweeping the floor and washing the windows is not good enough anymore, right? We need to be driving continued improvement in the performance of the building and reducing impacts in the operation of the building. So those would be the sorts of things that a LEED, AP, O&M, operation and maintenance professional would be concerning themselves with. Last week we talked about the way that some commercial buildings are constructed, right, with a core and shell and then a interior fit out. So those professionals that are in the business of doing tenant improvements and fit outs, interior designers, those sorts of folks, they would be a LEED, AP, ID, and C, interior design and construction. So again, a lot of work is done in this area, right? Well, nowadays I don't know what these folks are doing, although they're probably busy figuring out how to change interior environments to take account for the new requirements to make it a safe environment for COVID, right? To allow office workers to safely return to their offices. I'm sure that's what a lot of them are doing now. But again, these professionals would be a LEED, AP, ID, and C, interior design and construction. And I think this is, hopefully I went through 5 slides here. LEED, AP for neighborhood development, LEED, AP, ND. These would be professionals who are involved in urban planning or neighborhood development, right? We'll see this later in the semester, where we look at walkable, transit-friendly development, what that looks like. So the professionals who would be figuring that stuff out would be, they would go after the credential of LEED, AP with ND or neighborhood development as their specialty. Oh, I forgot the last one here. LEED, AP for homes, right? These are people involved in the design and construction of houses, right? The residential market. So let me count to make sure I have them correctly here, right? I should have put these all on a summary slide. So we have B, D, and C, building design and construction. We have O&M, interior design and construction, neighborhood development, and homes. That's 5. Okay, right. I did it correctly. So again, how does one obtain these particular credentials, a LEED, AP, or accredited professional with specialty? Well, you certainly, project experience is recommended but not required, right? This isn't the same as becoming a registered architect, or in my case, a professional engineer, right? For me to become a professional engineer, or for some of you to become registered architects, you need so much professional experience overseen by registered professional. In this case, that's not required, but it's certainly recommended. That's how you would learn, right? You have to be 18 years of age. You have to have a lead GA. And again, this is a 2-hour exam with 100 questions. And if you are so inclined, you could sit for both the lead GA and the lead AP exam on the same day. It might be a long, tiresome day, but you can certainly do it. So again, we saw the 5 specialties in that lead accredited professionals can get, and we see now how they align with the various rating systems. We looked at these rating systems last week. So again, we have rating systems under building, design, and construction. We have rating systems in lead O&M, or operation and maintenance. Rating systems for interior design and construction, for homes, and for neighborhood development. So again, in the lead world, we have standards available to, or standards and rating systems that are applicable to many different types. And as I mentioned before, runs through the life cycle of the building. Design, build, operate, and hopefully at the end of life be repurposed for something else. Again, the last tier of accreditation would be lead fellows, right? Highest level of accomplishment and professionalism. I actually don't know any lead fellows. I'm sure there are some out there, but this would be demonstrated experience and proficiency. So what's the typical process? Well, for the lead GA, the process is, as I show it here, typically go to the USGBC website, find out the details, Lead Green Associates Candidate Handbook. I actually downloaded that last night and posted it on Blackboard. So down toward the bottom of course materials, I have things related to lead GA. So I posted the candidate handbook. Typically you would set up an account, register, pay the exam fee, good for registration is good for a year, study, schedule, and take the exam. Now in this case, you'll be doing this through Triton, and we honestly haven't worked out those details yet, but certainly once we work them out, I'll let you know. But again, our intention here is for you to sit for the lead GA exam. I think I had it on my schedule for the second to last week of class. So you get to do this, take this test 1 week, and then the next week take the final exam. So that's the plan for the class. Okay, well, I'm going to take a little bit of an early break here. Usually I try to go the full hour, but it is 11 minutes to 8. So first of all, let me pause and see if anyone has any questions. Hopefully you're all still with me. So let's do this. We will start again at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. And I will try to remember to pause the recording and start it again. So someone remind me when we start again, say, hey, professor, make sure you start the recording. So we'll see you back in 10 minutes.